What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Kusanagi557, also known as Sangoku9181, and or should I say, on TikTok. So I've come to talk to y'all about cheaters and pluggers and what I've dealt with over the past few months, or rather, months that I've played Tekken. So what is plugging, you asked? Plugging is when you internally disconnect from basically from the game. How that works is you either disconnect your internet, basically via A, disconnected, B, kick your router, or C, you close the application, whether you're on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. That's basically what a plug is. It's an internal disconnect. When you initiate an internal disconnect, you will be given a penalty on Tekken 8 now. No warnings. The penalty basically is as followed: you will lose your prowess. You use prowess points towards your rank. So once that happens, you can kiss your rank goodbye, or the points you had, and that's pretty much how it works. Now cheating is a little different. So with cheating is actually different, way different. So when you come across a cheater in Tekken, or Tekken 7 and 8, in 8 mostly, you got macro users, script users, auto duck, auto low parry, perfect rage art, interrupts, punish. What the interrupt does is like during a fight, and you just all of a sudden get interrupted mid combo, and it wasn't via normal means. It was by another person. That could happen. Cheaters have been running rampant in Tekken 7 and in Tekken 8, but mostly 8. In Tekken 8, they're in the high ranks. They're in the upper high ranks, and they'll also have a character in the low ranks that'll be messing with beginner players. The only way you will never fight those cheaters again is if you block them. That is the only way you'll never fight them again. There are a lot of strong players out there. So if you are a player that struggles in Tekken 8, go to the lab, and lab, just so you can understand, and make sure you lab against a character that you know that you're gonna fight, that you know that you're going to end up having problems with. Lab against that character. Like, my biggest issue was Jack 8. I had to lab against Jack 8 to prevent any kind of fuck ups. I had a lab up against Claudio to not get hit by that stupid ass forward punch. I had to lab against Heihachi so I didn't get hit by his little stomping in the uppercut. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff just to keep myself from getting attacked by that shit. And my mind is still like in a flutter from that shit. So now here goes the next one. We're gonna circle back to plugging. So on to plugging. I've dealt with plugging in the past, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat. Tekken 8, Tekken 7, actually. Tekken 7, I've plugged before. I have. I'm not gonna shout. I'm not gonna, sugarcoat that shit. And I ain't Kazuya. I ain't doing none of that. I've plugged before in Tekken 7, and I'm gonna tell you how. I've gone up against very strong players, and I mean high-ranking players. Like, I was a Byakuyo going up against someone in Mighty Ruler, Tekken God Supreme status, that type of shit. I was getting my ass cooked. I did not like fighting in Tekken 7 whatsoever after that. I had to change everything, my play style, my mind. I had to do all that stuff. I had to take a mental break from Tekken 7 after all that shit was going on, and it was hard. But you know what I did? I came back, I labbed, and I came back and started actually I got stronger. I was getting wicked strong. I managed to get to Mighty Ruler at the end, though. At the end of my season in Tekken 7, I got to Mighty Ruler, but then I went a little further and I ended up getting to Revered Ruler, and I stopped there. So I figured, well, damn, I wonder how far I'm gonna go in Tekken 8. So Tekken 8, playing legit. Now keep in mind, when I was in Tekken 7, I got punished for plugging, and rightfully so. I got punished. I got my ranks taken away. I was low. I was a high rank too. I was up there. In like Genbu, Byakuyo, Suzaku. I was in the Four Lords ranks. So I was getting my ass like basically ping pong back and forth. No diddy. It was that bad, and I was losing my ranks. It was just horrible. But you know what? I left it alone. It was okay. I just practiced. I also had a friend of mine who was a Jin main. He came and actually like fought me. Now, even though I lost 15-3, he taught me a valuable lesson about, fighting as Jin and fighting a little bit, fighting and Tekken in general. I also watched videos by Devilster, Ryu Ludinitis. Hopefully I said his name right. JDCR. I've been watching videos of them and how they fight with Jin, and it inspired me to keep playing as Jin. Now, even though Jin's the main character of the series, I still did what I did, and I still played how I played. Now, present day, Tekken 8. Tekken 8, I have never plugged. I have not plugged, not once, not twice. I have never plugged. Now, as far as how Tekken 7 goes, how Tekken 8 goes, Tekken 8, the reason why I said I've never plugged is because I made it to Tekken King with little to no issues. Yes, I was getting my ass beat, but I accepted my losses because it wasn't all that bad. Between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8, I ain't gonna lie, Tekken 8 is actually a lot more it's a lot more playable than 7. You will learn so much more in Tekken 8 than you will in 7. And the discipline in Tekken 8 is just wow. You'll do better in Tekken 8 than you will in 7. Now, some haven't adjusted to that, others have. But in Tekken 8, I've dealt with tons and tons of BS. I've dealt with cheaters. I've dealt with pluggers. I've mostly dealt with pluggers than I have with cheaters. I've dealt with harassment in Tekken 8. Whenever I went up against players that I went up against players who were like out here cheesing people. When I became a Bushin and a Tekken King, I was showing no mercy. I was absolutely showing no mercy to players at first. Or what I would do is I would hold back. If I catch you doing the same move, I'd hold back on you. I'd hold back on you to see how many times you do that move, and if it repeats, I just go and do what I gotta do. If you cheese me or if you do the same move, I'm gonna play your game. I'm gonna do the same moves. I'm gonna do the same shit. If you get mad and you can't take the heat and you decide to mess me on PlayStation with a whole bunch of hate, I can't. You brought that on yourself. That it is what it is. Recently, I had a player who did that to me, and I still have their gamer tag. I should still have their gamer tag up on PlayStation. But this man went out of his way to go to my YouTube page. He went to my YouTube page, and then he went to my YouTube page, my Twitch, and he tried to go on my TikTok, which was the biggest mistake that you could have done. So he went to my YouTube first. He commented on one of my videos. It was a video that I had against a very strong Oscar player, and that fight was fun. He went on that page. And he said some real disrespectful ass shit. I do have the YouTube page, if I'm not mistaken. I do have the YouTube page that he had. And pardon the music in the background. I'm just looking up the YouTube page right now. There we go. All right. So going on YouTube. Now, here's pretty much what happened. So on YouTube, he did what he did. and I'm gonna go over to my page, and I'm gonna go over to my videos. So I'm going to my account, view my channel. Now I'm gonna actually do a actual recording of this too, by the way, just so y'all be able to see. So let me pause the video. Let me pause it. So the guy's comment is gone. His comment is actually gone now. That comment I think his comment got taken down. So I'm gonna go to my notifications. I have a pretty decent amount of notifications in here. I wish I can see where his comments are, but if the page is gone, then I can't pick it back up. But yeah, this person had like a weird ass page. Like, it was some weird ass page. It was like all car videos. That was it. It was just car promotion videos. That it wasn't nothing else. It wasn't nothing. Now, granted, he had a lot of views and a lot of subscribers on there, but I know why. It's a page for like cars and stuff. I already know what it's about, and the reason why I say this is because, you know, the type of job that I have, we look for content like that and we ban it because it's, you know, it's not authentic. You're basically generating traffic, and you're generating artificial traffic on a game. And when you do that, that puts you in trouble because you're generating content that basically isn't real. Or my bad, you're generating views and bots that aren't real, and that's how you get banned off a platform for like a day or two. So I can't find like any of his data, which means he more than likely deleted his content. His content's gone. But there is other ways. So I'm looking for his page. So you just look for his page. And as of right now, I think his page might be gone. So I'm looking for him, and right now I just see like regular content. But I think his page might be gone. If not, there is another way you can find the users. I feel like you can find them through basically regular means. You got subscriptions, past live streams, and then you got posts. From what I see, it looks report history. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay. So his channel is gone. Yeah. His channel is yeah, his channel's done for. Yeah, he doesn't have his channel anymore. So yeah, that's how that works. YouTube works a little differently when it comes to bans. So now let's go to the next part. So when it comes to what happened, what the heck is this? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. All right, so here's pretty much what ended up happening. That player, he called me trash on YouTube. He called me trash on YouTube because I beat him with my Jin a couple of times. He was a Tekken Emperor. Not only that, but he had some pretty explicit shit on his comment page on Tekken. He has a Heihachi dressed up as Hitler, and like, yeah, he has a Heihachi dressed up as Hitler, and I think he had like an inappropriate comment. I'm not all the way sure. I have to go back and look. But if y'all can check for me, that'll be the case. Go on my TikTok page. If you go on my TikTok page, you will actually see you'll actually see the video I posted about him. But yeah, he had a ton of subscribers on YouTube, and well, I won't say a ton. He had a lot of subscribers on YouTube, and on his TikTok, it's less than that on TikTok. Number one thing that he did was he went to my TikTok page, which was a bad idea. He didn't try anything yet on my TikTok page. He went to my YouTube. YouTube was the worst thing he did. So what I did was, as a counter, just as a counter, I gathered some people on TikTok who I knew that, they saw his page, and, they mass reported him. They basically mass reported him, and rightfully so. You don't go to people's pages and do what you did. You don't ever do that. That's like full blown cyberbullying or harassment. He did that, and basically, I'm gonna go ahead and blame myself for this, because I also, during my time playing, to get him, basically to keep him from messaging me again, I basically said that I worked for PlayStation, which was a bad idea. You don't do that. Never do that, people. Never tell any company, or while you're playing a game, or when you're talking to somebody, don't tell somebody that you work for a company that you don't work for. Don't ever do that, because that'll get you in trouble. But the truth behind the other one, as far as TikTok, yes, TikTok is a little different. I ain't gonna I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, the place that I work for pretty much found out what he was doing, and they stepped in. I won't say who, but they stepped in and basically, went after him on YouTube. He has an account on TikTok, and that account right now is it's flagged. It's flagged for not misleading content, but it's flagged for suspected underage user, because the user might be underage, which, yeah, more than likely it's a kid. So don't tell me how I know. I won't say a word. But after that stuff happened, he pretty much did what he did. I know this video took a lot longer than I thought, and it's just endless rambling, so I'm gonna try to cut most of this off. But other than that, yeah, this video is pretty much almost 20 minutes of just talking about all the content and the stuff that went on in Tekken. And I'm actually happy for the new content that coming out for Tekken. But like I said before, people, you come across a cheater or any kind of pluggers or anything, report them. Don't hesitate, because hesitating can end very badly. But as always, like, subscribe, comment, and if you want to play some games together, let me know. Hit me up on You can hit me on PlayStation. You can hit me up on my YouTube channel, or you can hit me up on Twitter, or Twitch. I'm usually playing different games like Monster Hunter that recently just came out. Just hit me up. But as always, Kusanagi557 signing off, and peace.